Yeah, finish. Love that, White. Last 15 seconds. First thing I'm going to ask you to do is, can you very quickly organise yourselves into two teams? So the teams that you go into are going to be the teams that you play with throughout this session. Yeah? And we're going to keep score on games all the way through. So if we have an unfair advantage, that ain't going to be very competitive and you're probably not going to enjoy it as much. All right? So try and pick balanced teams. The other thing I really need is a mixture of attackers, defenders, midfielders, and obviously goalkeeper on each team. Yeah? Can you do that as quick as you possibly can?
This session's focus was around giving players voice and choice. It was important to set the tone from the outset and put the onus on the players to come up with their own ideas. By asking them to choose their own teams also allowed me to gauge how willing they were to contribute as a group and as individuals, which would then shape how I would look to work with them during the rest of the session. Early indications were very positive.
Just look across. Are you happy now with the teams? Yeah, fairly balanced. These are going to be good games. So Blues, we'll start by getting a football from one end. All right? We are now 3v2 to the opposite end to score.
Doing a session run through with the players on the pitch is a good way of getting the idea of the practice across to the group, as it communicates in a robust way through three distinct styles: verbally, through your explanation; visually, by the players seeing it; and kinesthetically, as the players move. In doing it this way, the players have a good chance of picking up what the session is about.
Missed. Now, ball goes off the pitch, game dead. Yeah, game dead. We score. Game dead, point to us, keep your score. All right? Defenders manage to win the ball and dribble out over the halfway line. Yeah, point to the defenders. If that happens, what do you think we're doing now? I'll tell you what we're doing now. Blues, we're now playing the opposite way. All right? We're now playing the opposite way and we attack the opposite end. Got to be across the halfway line. Come on then. Come on then. You can step out. We can do what we want. All right? We're trying to score. And if we do score, just let us score. It's the first time ever. Yes. Okay. What do we do now? Get another ball from the corner of the pitch and we play the opposite way. So, great question. This is intense. It's 1 minute games.
Having scoring systems in your practices can help raise motivation levels for the players. Be creative with the scoring systems that you come up with and apply to help increase competition throughout the session. In this example, the scores from both pitches are combined and then compared to see which team wins. The team that wins gets a game point. The game points are then kept throughout the session to see who the winner is.
Can you stop them scoring, Blues? Yes, finish. Well done, Blues. You've stopped them scoring. That's one of your jobs done. Go on, can you get out? Can you get out? Can you get out? Can you get out? Go on, go on, can you get out? Great defending, use two Blues. Good defending, use two Blues. It's a good finish though. Last 15 seconds! 15 seconds! Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it there. Yes, that counts. Just on the buzzer. You've got your positions and you've chosen your positions. You've now seen what the game looks like. Yeah? So you're going to review two things. The positions that you're in, and I'm going to say that you have to make at least one positional change. At least one positional change. All right? You might make a number of changes. At least one. Goalie stays there, obviously. Do that now and I'll give you the next bit after.
With the players now having played the game and got an insight into what this looked like, I wanted to give them a chance to do two things. Firstly, evaluate their positions to see if they needed to make any changes. And secondly, be creative with a game plan that might give them a chance of having success. In listening to the groups and getting their feedback on some of their ideas, I tried to probe for more information and some more detail in the game plan that they had come up with to challenge their thinking a little further.
Brilliant, love it. What do you need to do to be good at overlapping runs? Talk about that. Go on, what's your tactics? Give us one thing that you're going to do. So you're going to go out and press quickly, yeah? How are you? Brilliant, so that was going to be my next question. What's important What individual detail do you need to do well as an individual press? Over to you.
Having an idea of the tactics that the players might come up with will help you pre-plan questions to probe for further detail. On occasions, the players might come up with something out of the blue, which will challenge you to think on your feet and come up with a question that reacts in the moment.
Strike, yeah, just over the halfway line when it went in. Just when it went in. Halfway through. Yeah, finish, love that, White. Last 15 seconds. Yes, well done. Come on then. 5, 4, top pins. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he scored as well, love it. You came up with some tactics and some strategies from before, all right? You're now going to review the tactics and strategies that you had.
Giving the players responsibility for devising their own game plan and continually review and refining this throughout the course of the session not only challenges them in regards to the football aspects of the game, but also gives them a sense of ownership, a sense that it's their plan, and if they want to succeed, they'll have to do everything that they can to make sure that that happens.
Brilliant, so early shots are massive, but the balance again on that is early shots, you've got to have rebounds and taking the right opportunity. So it's not just have the shot every single time, it's working that opportunity but as quick as you can. What about from a defending point of view? Got nothing? No, we just did the same. It was good last time. So get out quickly, block shots, that's another one. So we talked probably about the first defender going out, but the next thing is stay connected, isn't it? So if I go out with Charlie, yeah, if I go out with Charlie's got to come out with me, yeah? All right?
As the groups are in discussion, use your observation and listening skills to help guide your decision as to when to leave alone because the conversations are rich, and when to step in to check for understanding or provoke further conversation. Timing is critical, and that'll be guided by what you see and what you hear.
Lou, great defending again, Lou. White, well done, that's your game plan into action there, well done, you two. Love it. Great block. That is let them have it. Save keeps. Halfway through! Another great save keeps, love that. Come on, play. Yeah, ball's out, play the next one. Can you get out? I'll give you that, I'll give you it. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought he'd done it again on that pitch. What we're going to do is we're going to open the transfer window. All right? You can now choose one player from that team.
Opening the transfer window can be a fun way of engaging the players in two lines of thinking. Firstly, identifying what their team needs to have future success in the game, and secondly, identifying an opponent's player that might be able to bring this. By framing it in a way that the decision shouldn't be guided by who the best player is, but more about the capabilities that the player has and what their team needs currently, can help shape some interesting and heated discussion over who the transfer target might be.
If you pick the lock player, you've got to choose somebody else. Locked. Who? Jeb, go on then. That's interesting though, isn't it? Who was locked and who they wanted to transfer. So, who are you now transferring? Who do you want? You want Bobby? Great, well done. 3, 2, 1, play! Oh, there's the transfer! There's the transfer, Bobby! Yes! Goals are flying in! Oh, it's another one, White! It's the Bobby effect. Yes, Jack! Oh, great defending, Fred, love that. Love that. Doesn't count, nah. It was great defending for the block, though. Yes, great defending, Isaac, lad. Love that. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the Bobby effect! We're going to play one last game. all right? I'm going to give you a few options. Do you want to change the 11-a-side goals for 9-a-side goals in this last game?
By creating an environment where players' input is welcomed and valued, players will be increasingly confident to contribute their ideas and thoughts. This will vary from individual to individual, and by recognising that contributions look different, you will be able to work with each of your players to get the best out of them.
Any of the rules of the game, go on.
As soon as we cross this half,
Yeah.
make sure that the defenders are actually starting on the pitch.
Yeah, so can we take responsibility for that as defenders?
Everyone has to be over the blue line.
So everybody has to be over the hot, but we could change that.
I think scrap that. We could shoot straight away.
I think scrap it. Yeah. So
Okay.
You don't have to wait for the last person to come over the line.
Right, okay, so you don't all have to be across the halfway line.
Do 2 of them.
Okay, so 2 people have got to be in the opponent's half to score.
They can't come out until we've got the ball over that line.
Yeah, still the same on that one, yeah? Anything else you'd like to change? Do the strikers have to be across that line to score? No? Nah? Okay. So like, if I'm scoring in this goal, I have to be across this side of the line to score. Should we add that in? So do you want to do it just this side? Yeah, okay. So 2 rule changes then. Level on scores. My last question to you before you play the grand finale, because it is the grand finale. Do you want to stay at 60 seconds? Or do you want to go, I'm going to go 90 just because of physically it's quite hard. 90 seconds then. 90 seconds. Who's going to win it? Right.
Come on, White. Come on, lads. Push that, Bob. Yeah!
Save keeps.
Body, body, score. Go on. Run. Set. Your bonds. Out, out. Yes. Body's still there. Come on, lad. Out, now. Early.
Last 20 seconds.
Get round him. One go, Tim.
Oh. Last 10 seconds. Ball's out. Play the next one. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Into extra time of 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1, and holiday! What things have I asked you to input on today? So rules was one, so we've had a change of rules.
Quickly reviewing the session will help consolidate for the players not only what they've done during the session, but what they've been practicing during the session, and hopefully what they've learned.
Organise teams. Okay, so we've done 5 different ways of being able to input ideas and share ideas. How's that challenged you as a group of players? To be able to do that effectively and come up with game plans and organise each other, what have you got to be good at as a group of players? So your comms have got to be good. What have got to be good about your communication? Yeah, you've got to know each other's strengths. Got to know each other's game. What about your communication though? What's got to be good about your communication? Got to be clear. What else? When you're making decisions.
You've got to make sure everyone's having the same input.
Brilliant. So you've got to value people's input to get to that point.